Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Happy Labor Day. I hope everyone has enjoyed their Labor Day today, enjoyed their time off. I enjoyed mine. Unfortunately, I have to go back to work in the morning. I am not ready. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Braxtons, season 1, episode 4, Family Legacy. Um, all things in this video are alleged, and they are, for my opinions, only and are used for entertainment purposes. I am behind schedule. I am behind schedule. I would like everyone to know that I have created a second channel where I will be discussing health and wellness and doing some unboxing of things. And I have pinned it in my community tab on that channel, and I will start doing that tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to get started on this review. And this review starts with Trina and Tawanda going to the DMV area, and they're going to check on their nephew. While they are talking and walking around, Vaughn, they mentioned that Vaughn doesn't have on his ring, and Trina is saying that he lost it. He is saying that he didn't lose it. He just misplaced it. But, he can't admit that it's lost, because if you misplaced it and you don't know where it is, why can't you just say it's lost? Trina said, just get another ring. But of course, if he gets another ring, she says she gets one too. And Wanda keeps talking about Scratchy, 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 but it seems like don't nobody know this nickname but her. And she keeps having to, because she's having to explain that she's been calling him Scratchy for however long, because she had to tell her kids, I've been calling him Scratchy. But if your kids don't even know you call him Scratchy, what? And then this episode, she had to explain again that she always calls him Scratchy, but okay, whatever. And, they go to the rental unit and they get to talking about Bun gonna walk around with his 2 socks on and naked like baby boy or something. And Tawanda and Sean, so they're gonna go get their own hotel, and that's what they do. We'll see where Tony is talking to Trina, and they're trying to help little Kevin. She asks if maybe they should talk to his father. And Trina is adamant that they're not going to talk to his father. They don't want to talk to his father. There's nothing that they need to talk to his father about. I'm like, dang, y'all serious about this thing. Tony lets her know that, you never know what went on in Tracy's and her husband's household. You don't know the conversations that they had. And she's right about that. But they're saying that Tracy explicitly said that she didn't want a funeral. She didn't want anybody, looking down and being sad and stuff about her passing. And her husband decided, he would have a funeral anyway. So, none of the sisters, well, none of that side of the family went to support him. So now that Tracy is gone, they have no interest in conversating with him, being bothered with him, or even knowing him at this point. Which, you never know what a person is going through. You really don't know what their conversation was. And they're like, Tony is always trying to be the peacemaker, but there's nothing she can do at this point that's going to make them want to talk to Kevin. So they're going to agree to disagree on this situation. Next, we'll see where Trina and Tawanda, they will go kart racing. And it looked like they're having fun, except for Trina is, driving super slow. Trina said, Evan, from what it seemed, it was Sean that took first place, Bun came in second, Tawanda came in third, and Trina came in dead last. Trina said, baby, her insurance rates are gonna be low because the rest of y'all gonna have these high insurance rates because y'all around here speeding around the doggone highway, driving fast. So Trina, when they sit down to have a conversation after they get through go-kart racing, Trina asks Sean if they're going to be, any wedding bells soon. And he was like, huh? Because he's like, where this conversation coming from? Why y'all brought this up? And so she's asking a bunch of questions as it relates to, what his future plans are for Tawanda. And Sean is like, y'all need to hush. Y'all need to get past this conversation. Next, we're going to see Tamar at a podcast. And the podcast is celebrating its 100th episode. And she says that she hates talking about herself. I ain't know that. I don't know if I even believe that, but okay. She lets us know that she has a candle line, and she says it's to remind yourself to pray over what you are trying to manifest. Mental health shouldn't be a silent thing, and to normalize not being quiet, it might help someone. She wants to be a good example for her son, and she deserves to be proud of herself and happy. They ask why the decision to return to the show. And she says that being a Braxton is her legacy and birthright, but she doesn't like everything that comes along with it. It became important for Tracy to tell her story, and she didn't want any regrets. And she says, doing all of the things with the Braxtons is mentally draining, and she's going to protect her mental space no matter what. And she knows that she's easily triggered. We all can tell she's easily triggered. Back in Baltimore, they are having a dinner, and the people that are at the dinner is a whole bunch of family and friends. You have Daddy Braxton, Trina, Tawanda, Lil Kevin, you got Sean, you got Bun, you got Mikey and some more cousins. You got Mikey's kids there. So it's a family reunion of sorts. And, Daddy Braxton asked Sean about, what's his plans on taking things to the next step with his daughter. And he tells him that his primary objective is to make sure she's happy. And he does have something in the works. They talk about the fact that it's been a while since they've all been together. And they ask Lil Kevin what it is that they can do for him as a family. And he says he doesn't know. He's trying to figure things out for himself as a man. They let him know that they aren't going to try to figure things out for him. They just want him to know that they are there for him while he's going through it and he's dealing with it, that he always has someone that he can call and depend on. They don't want him just reaching out to them when it's an emergency. They want him to know that they're there always. He feels that there's a wedge between him and his father, and he feels his father is blaming him because his mother left him in charge of everything. So the sisters are upset because they feel like you can't be mad at your son because of what Tracy wanted, which is true. Your wife decided that was what she wanted. Whatever her reasoning was, you can't take that out on your son. Your son didn't make that choice. The choice was given to him. That was given to him. He didn't make that choice. You shouldn't make him feel a way because that choice was made for him. You should be the person that he can lean on and depend on when he's going through what he's going through in his life. But he can't lean and depend on you because you are blaming him for something he has no control over. So that alienates him from you. So y'all can't, be there for each other and share the grief and help each other heal because you feel a way towards your own child because of something that your wife did. Next, we'll see where Tamar goes to work and she's talking about goes to work out. I'm sorry. And she's talking about she fat. And I'm looking at Tamar and I'm like, girl, where you fat at? Where you fat at? I don't know what Tamar see, but baby girl, you are not fat. We can show you some fat, but you ain't it. You are not fat. And then she also talks about she works out all the time, but she's at a level 2. Now that means you ain't working out all the time, Tamar. If you only at a level 2, if you working out all the time, you're supposed to be up there. You're supposed to be all the way up there, but you ain't. You down there. You gonna get there one day, but don't be sitting over here capping for us. Show us what you're working with for real. The guy that was with her, I don't remember who she said he was, but she said he can't fight. If she ever in a fight, she ain't calling him because baby, when he was over there, he's supposed to be over there punching on the punching bag, and he was windmilling. He was windmilling the bag, baby. And baby, they ain't wear that. Somebody gonna beat your butt, boy. And they get to, discussing her book, and she's saying she's talking about real reasons why her and Vince broke up. She's talking about the real situations in her life. She's talking about the real issues with, her and her sisters, the real issues that, went down with Braxton family values. And she's, putting it out there. I don't know if she's really putting it out there until this book comes out, and then we will see if she's really putting it out there. She says she's opening up about everything. So we will see when this book comes out if she's really putting everything out there. Next, we will see where Trina and Lil Kevin will go to see the attorney. And the attorney is clarifying that things were outlined in Tracy's will years before she got sick. So when she made the decision to place him over her estate or be the executor of her estate, she was lucid and in her right mind, because this was done prior to her getting cancer. It was done prior to her getting sick. So this was stuff that she had made prior to. And why she made, you got a lot of people that are gonna look, they want their kids over their stuff. Their kids is who they want to do what they want them to do. Because I have 2 kids and everything is split between my 2 kids. So I understand how she chose her son to be her executor. That's understandable. Now, I don't understand why her husband is having such a hard time with that. Probably because they were married for so many years. But during that time, I know that they, according to Tracy, they both, stepped out and cheated. So with that being said, that's probably a reason why she didn't want him over her stuff. Whether or not she fully forgave him, I don't know. We'll never know the answer to that. But right now, she has given everything to her son. It is what it is. But he feels like his father felt blindsided when he found out everything was placed in his name. But like I said, he couldn't control that. The lawyer lets them know that when he went to see Tracy, he got permission from her to record her having these conversations. So he has recordings of her making these changes, making these choices. So if there's an issue, Big Kevin is going to have to suck this one up. What's done is done. And it was like she was confident about who she wanted to be her executor. And Trina said Trina said she was there whenever the lawyer would come over. However, there were some things that she wasn't privy to because she would excuse herself or they would excuse her for them just to have that conversation. But the conversations were had. Look, Kevin says the only thing that, he wasn't aware of, because his mom used to tell him all the time that, she wanted him over her stuff. The only thing that he wasn't aware of was the fact that she had changed her mind about the funeral. And that's the only thing that, he was uncertain about. Anyway, back at the rental, I'm trying to understand why, because time they get back, Tawanda comes over, and I'm trying to figure out why Tawanda just didn't go to the meeting with them to see the lawyer. Well, all y'all up there in the DMV area, why you just didn't go with her instead of waiting till they got back so you can come over there and ask questions about it? You could have just went and heard everything that the lawyer said firsthand, from firsthand. You didn't have to hear it secondhand. But she goes and she lets her know that, the decisions were made before Tracy was sick, and they feel that he's mad because she didn't choose him. They get to talking about how little Kevin told his father that he was born into this family and he was married into it. And they're proud of him for telling his father that. I don't think they should have been proud of him for saying that to his father. I don't even think he should have said that to his father. But at the same time, I don't feel that his father is right in what he's doing to his son. It's a lot of hurt going on both sides. I understand that the father is sad, hurt by the decisions that were made. Those decisions are those decisions. You can't change them. But at the same time, the son shouldn't be trying to hurt the dad by saying stuff like that to him. Okay, you saying just because you was born into the family, okay, you were, but at the end of the day, you are still his son, because you're just as much a part of his family as you are a part of the Braxtons. And it's not fair for you to try to alienate your father like that. And it makes me wonder, are the sisters putting stuff in your head? I understand you heard it's a lot going on here, because you can see in this episode where the sisters, especially Trina and Tawana, they have a lot of animosity as it relates to his father. And I don't understand why. And I'm sure it's not meant for me to understand why. But at the end of the day, your sister married this man. This is who she married. And she married him to death did they part. They went through their struggles, their issues, whatever the case may be. But she stayed with him, and he stayed by her side while she fought and battled this disease. And now everybody has just fallen apart. The son is feeling his way. His father is feeling his way. And I feel there needs to be some kind of resolution, something to help heal this family, because there's a lot of pain and hurt in this family as the whole, in an entirety, and a whole, all the way around, because the sisters got their own issues, and now they throwing them issues off on Big Kevin. Then little Kevin got his own issues with, now him and his father are fighting. He's getting a divorce from his wife, and he's lost his mother. There's a lot going on here. And they definitely need some therapy and some counseling. And Trina tells Tawanda that production wanted little Kevin to film with their father and his father. And of course, you know, Tawanda acted a fool. She called the showrunner and she let them know that, you know, they never wanted Big Kevin to have any kind of platform on their platform ever again. And it's so much anger and animosity. And I'm trying to figure out why. Why though? Why y'all got all this hatred for this man? Because y'all ain't perfect. Shoot, during Braxton Family Values, y'all stayed acting a fool. Y'all ain't even came together since Tracy died, and now you want to sit here and act a fool about the husband. It's just a whole lot of, and it's just craziness to me. It really is. I feel like they need to find a way to get it together. All y'all grown and old and need to get this whole thing together. But that is my take on this episode of the Braxton Family Values. So I will be going live tomorrow on my second channel. Please feel free to come over and support. I did drop that link on my community wall, so please feel free. Anyway, that is going to be it for tonight. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And have an amazing night. I will talk to you guys soon.